the third fight in the UFC this weekend is an interesting one. We have a Canadian, Misha Cirkunov versus Krzysztof Jotko. Misha is moving down from light heavyweight to middleweight for this fight, which is interesting because he was already a ginormous 205. So it'll be interesting to see if he gets to weight. I don't know when weigh-ins are today, but we'll have to see on that. But he's coming at 6'3" with the 77-inch reach, while our boy Jotko is coming in at 6'1" with the 77-inch reach. So on paper, they're kind of matched up, but I just think Misha is just going to be huge. I think that if he makes weight, of course, I think this is going to be very, very interesting.
I agree, man. I am sorry. I'm trying to look up the weigh-ins right now because I think everybody's weighed in. I'm trying to make sure that everybody's made it. Yeah. Misha Cirkunov made it 185.5. So this fight is on.
You got a picture of him? How does he look? Does he look drained?
See, I don't have a picture. I just have a number. So
okay.
I can't, say if or if not he looks drained, but he was a massive 205er. So I can't imagine that he's not going to be a really big 185er when they give him like 36 hours to rehydrate and load up to fight. He's gonna look huge, but I don't know. I think Jotko's got a really good chin. When he wins, he goes to decision. He doesn't finish guys, and his last fight I believe was against Sean Strickland. Either if not his last fight, the one right before that, they went the distance. He took everything Sean Strickland has, and as much as I don't like the guy, he's a pretty hard puncher. So I guess that's pretty respectable, but when you look at the guy, his numbers are deceptive. He's got like a 87% takedown defense, but he's fighting guys like Sean Strickland that are just going to jab your face off. Sean Strickland's not going to try to take you down. The few guys he's fought with any wrestling capacity have had some success on the ground. I think Misha Cirkunov, being as big as he is, with the wrestling skill and ability that he has, I like Jotko. I really wanted to pick Jotko, but I think Cirkunov is just going to have his way with him on the ground. I'm not sure if I'm feeling a finish 100%. Probably will bet on one, but I'm going with the dog here. What do you think?
Dogs up, son. I like Misha. Yeah, I like Misha Cirkunov too. I think he's just it's a difference. 185. You have two types of guys. You have your Kevin Hollands, long and rangy. And then you have your Derek Brunsons, who are not small, or short per se, but are just like massive human beings, are thick, a la Marvin Vettori. I think that's how Misha Cirkunov's going to look, and he's going to take down Jotko, and I think it's going to be a real issue. I really do. I think the only problem you have to see from the Misha side is that his cardio, because he's at 185 and he drained himself to get there, might start to fade in round 3. That's my concern. But if he's already up 2 rounds because he's been doing ground and pound, I think that if it goes to decision, he's going to have it. I think if it goes to KO, I think he's going to have it. I think that Misha is just going to be too big and too physical. Jotko's more of a jab and circle kind of fighter, in my opinion. And I don't think that he's going to like the pressure that Misha brings.
I've actually been sitting here and it seems that we're going to agree. So let's roll to the odds. But I've come up with a crazy bet in my head. And if it hits, I think we're all going to be rich.
Okay. All right. We have Krzysztof Jotko coming at -145 favorite. And we have Misha Cirkunov coming at +130 underdog. Zach, hit me with it.
I just mean, just to explain that, I guess, to myself, the only reason I feel like Jotko is such a big favorite is because I feel like he's the more known fighter. I think he's known for being a tough guy. He's got a good jab. He moves well, and he goes to decision. He doesn't get dropped. So I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me, but here's what I was thinking. Cirkunov, with that ground and pound style, look at what Derek Brunson did to Darren Till. He ground and pounded him till he was exhausted, and then he snuck in a very simple choke, and Till was so tired he couldn't breathe. Look at how early he tapped into that choke. I'm thinking Cirkunov does a very similar thing where he just wears him out for 2 rounds, gets to the back pretty early in round 3, and Jotko just doesn't want any of that action. So I'm going Cirkunov by submission at plus 333, and then Cirkunov wins in round 3 at plus 1,400.
Damn, that's ballsy.
Look,
that's real ballsy.
If this hits, write it down now. The calf kick experience is going to the moon. If not, I'm probably just a jackass.
Yeah, I'm saying Cirkunov wins inside the distance. Where is that? At plus 210. I'm not as confident as Zach in that whole prop parlay that he just laid out on the line. I know it's big money, but plus 210 inside the distance for a bigger fight that's going to be on top. I think he's going to crush Krzysztof Jotko's will.
Look, it might be crazy, and I am not denying that I'm a little bit crazy, but sometimes I think that's what you need to get big money. So here we go.
All right. On to the co-main event.
Look, sponsored by Monster.
We're bringing really the sponsored. Juice.
Not really sponsored, but drinking the official energy drink of the UFC. Rocking and rolling. What are we going into?